Right, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back in the Cessna Citation Longitude. We're going to be flying from Sydney to Canberra. So it's a nice little 1 hour flight leg. It's pretty good weather outside. There's no significant weather on our route today. We're going to have about an hour flight time, 28,000 feet up in the air. We're going to go through, we're going to load on 1.8 tons of fuel. I've done our Simbrief flight plan up, so we'll go over that now and have a quick look. So I've just filed this in here, and then I've filed it on the Vatsim Network, and then this is the Lido chart, but I can go through this another time if anybody wants to. There's plenty of videos online of all the, that's how I learned how to do it. But we've got, yeah, Sydney to Canberra, we've got 176 kilometres we're covering on the ground. 274 degrees by 91 knots is our average wind up on cruise. And that's our times, Sydney and Canberra. We'll go through the detailed ones in a second. And then we've got 28,000 feet is our cruise altitude. Planned fuel. We've got our trip fuel, our 20-minute contingency, 5%. Alternate fuel to get back to Sydney if we need to turn around, and reserve 30 minutes. So we've got a taxi fuel, and our block fuel is 1.789 or 798 tons. And our routing is Sydney. We're expecting 3-4 left with the current weather. And winds, Wollongong 2 departure, Wollongong transition, H65 airway, lease 1 alpha arrival into Canberra, runway 35. Then yeah, here's our times. So we got so estimated scheduled. So estimated is 58 minutes. Scheduled an hour 5. We're estimated to push back 20:45 local time, so in about 15 minutes. Doesn't really matter. I have filed it on Vatsim though, so they'll be expecting us. But if we're a little bit late, nobody really cares. And that's all to do with when you file your flight plan on here. Make sure you give yourself enough time to, prepare everything and get everything ready to go. So we'll see how we go. That's our fuel. We've got 1 passenger on board. Fuel, takeoff weight, landing weight. So then on here, flight log. So most critical waypoint here is Foxlow or Mora, just right near Foxlow on the just before the ILS intercept into Canberra, 5,900 feet. That's due to high terrain around that area, so that's what that's going to be about. Max shear, so max wind shear is 15. That's just a number as far as I'm aware, at Wollongong, which is our first kind of NDB out of our departure. So if we go down the wind, comp, and the shear, anything from 3 upwards, you're going to expect turbulence. And the higher it is, the more likely you are to expect it. So you can see here we got 4 at Wollongong 2, and the Wollongong NDB, the Wollongong NDB, it's 15. So I would very much so expect some turbulence over that area. That's our wind information for all our levels and our temperatures. But we'll go through them another time. Might make another video explaining the Lido chart, but there is a lot online, like I said. So it's a little vertical profile. You can see Canberra's nice and high up there, about 1,800 feet up in the air. And our winds, easterly winds. We'll have a look on Navigraph here now. So just show you, we'll get the weather page up. This is the turbulence. So our flight level, we're probably going to be close to our cruise altitude by Wollongong, to be honest. If not at our cruise altitude. I did this flight earlier today, and I think at Murrab I was already at about 12,000 feet. This little plane climbs very fast. So we'll go flight level 280, about about there somewhere. So you can see there's a bit of turn. Oh, but that's higher up. But our cruise is going to be between Lease and Wollongong pretty much, and a little bit further out. So, you know, not too much. As we go down, you can see that there's kind of on our descent from Lease, it's going to be pretty kind of moderate, you know, light. We'll go through the icing. Just have a look what the icing levels look like. Yeah, so there's not really any severe icing anyway, or moderate, so that looks good. There's no visible moisture by the looks of the satellite imagery and weather radar, so we'll see what we can see out our windows. Right, this is the jet stream. So this is going to kind of come over us at... Yeah, so the jet stream's pretty strong, just over the southern quadrant of Australia. We're going to be kind of right in it too, kind of a crosswind thing. So, but as we kind of descend out of our flight level 220, we're kind of going to be out of it, and then, you know, into our arrival into Canberra. So should be good. But all right, we'll get back on that. We'll get back in the cockpit. We'll get some action started. All right. First things first on the checklist, the weight and balance by the toolbar panel. So 1.8 tons of fuel. So I'm just going to kind of get it pretty close. Just a little bit or a little bit more. A little bit more doesn't hurt. Payload, we've only got one passenger on board tonight. Baggage, yeah, it's about right. And boom. Alright, that's done. Okay, next thing we have to verify, the landing gear handle is down. And the standby power switch. Make sure we get a green light. And we have, and standby power switch is on. Alright, so battery buttons both on. Let all the systems boot up. While we're doing that, we'll get these panel lights right down because they're a little too bright. A little bit bloomy. I'll get the floodlight up. Turn our passenger stuff on. Tail flood. Wing inspection light. Alright, so we got the Citation just here. So you can see we got our wing lights illuminating the wings for any ice buildup. We can look out the window later in the flight, and we've got our tail light illuminating our tail number. Right, so right now the aircraft's configuring itself, kind of getting all the everything all aligned, and the navigation, kind of the IRS is aligning and stuff. So we'll give it a few minutes. One thing we're going to do, verify the battery voltage is correct. So 26 volts in both batteries, negative 75 amps, 71, so it's discharging, so that's good. EIS and CAS. CAS has got no up and no down, so we've got 4, battery discharge, park brake on, engine shut down, no takeoff, so that's fine. That's a normal CAS message at this stage. External power. We have got it available, but I'm just going to use the APU. Emergency light switch arm. And exterior lights, we've set them. Interior lights, we've set them up. And cockpit preparation. Cockpit inspection is complete. Now we can turn the APU knob on, and we'll monitor its start. What does that fuel look like? Oh, because that's pounds. One thing we'll do just real quick. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure we had 1.8 tons. Because it's in pounds, it's a bit of a different reading. So, alright, so APU started. Exhaust gas temperature looks right, 100% RPM. Bus tires automatically closed, and the we can have them off for now. And the APU gen is on, so that's good. Now we can get our radios connected, call for our IFR clearance, and just see. I'm just going to put a little timer on here just for a bit of a tracking on how we're going for time. Yeah, we'll see what routing we get out of Sydney and see what the ADA says. So I'll switch you over to my left screen. I'm on a vPilot here, so I've already filed the flight plan. I'm just going to press connect. So call sign Romeo Fox 643, type code C700 longitude. So we'll press connect, let it populate. Oh, flight plan. You have filed a flight plan as November Fox 643, but you are connected with a different call sign. You're connected. Oh, did I? Silly goose. I put November Fox 643. Alright, that's okay. I'll just refile that. So we should be able to cross that out now. So we've got Sydney Ground, Sydney Tower, Melbourne Centre, and Addons. So, we'll just we'll get the Addons connected, and then go from there. I reckon so. Should be good. So, all right. So we'll get this Addons connected. So we're looking at 126250. So we'll go 26250. Enter transfer. Get that on.
Time check, 1038.5.
Does that look alright? 10. Yep, looks right. A minute ago. Hope he says something else, because that info's not too good to me. Oh, guess that's the Addons. Alright. It should continue.
Sydney Terminal Information Delta.
Delta.
Expect ILS approach. Runway 34 left and right for arrivals and departures. Independent parallel approaches and departures in progress. Wind, 290 degrees, 11 knots. Cab OK. Temperature 20. QNH 1009er. On first contact with Sydney ground or approach, notify receipt of information Delta.
Okay, perfect. So we'll jump off that so we can get our aircraft figured. We'll just put I'm just going to put the QNH in, and then we'll contact clearance delivery for our departure. So QNH of 1009. So 8 back to 9. Same on the left side. 8 back to 9. Our timbers are looking the same. We'll just get this one, so we're between 0 and 20 feet. So I'm just going to say we're at 10, so about right there, I'd say. I'm not sure if you can change the standby one, but I'll have to find that out. But if you just match the altitude, then you should know it's the same. Alright, we'll contact clearance delivery if they're online. Just have a look at okay, sorry, hang on a sec. Sorry, I just realised I left you guys on that screen. That was a bit awkward. Alright, so all I did just then, I just did the QNH. So I just set the QNH 1009 in the left and right sides. And then yeah, so now we are good, and we'll just want to check on Vatsim radar. We've got ground tower and approach. So Sydney Tower, Sydney ground will probably be doing the. Might be Sydney Tower actually. Oh no, it'll be Sydney ground. I'll just contact Sydney ground. We'll see. We'll find out in a minute. So 126 500. Sydney ground. G'day. Romeo Fox 643 radio check.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, g'day Sydney ground, 5x5.
Roger. Cool. Sydney ground, Romeo Fox 643. Are you doing the IFR clearances tonight?
Romeo Foxtrot 643, 8 times.
Okay, roger that. Will we be able to request our IFR clearance? As I said, domestic 5, we're at ramp 112, information Delta. I should have said
Romeo Foxtrot 643, clear to Canberra via Wollongong plan route, runway 34 right, Marab 7 departure, climb by the SID 5000, squawk 7236, departures on 129.8.
Alright, Romeo Fox 643 is cleared to Canberra, Wollongong departure, flight plan route 34 right, Marab 7 departure, cleared up to 5,000 feet, squawking 7236 and departures 129.8.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, thanks and apologies. It's the Marab 7 departure and the Wollongong transition.
Yeah, got that Wollongong transition and the Marab 7 departure, thanks.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, thanks.
Alright, I thought I said that. I didn't say the transition though, but I thought I said the Marab, but that's okay. Alright,
All
so
upon 879, Sydney ground.
Alright, so we're just going to tune off that for a sec, just so we can get some quietness. Alright, so cockpit inspection, ATC clearance is done. Now we're going to do the flight plan. Actually, Simbrief? Import. So, as I said, we're supposed to depart in 1 minute, but we're going to be running a little bit late, so that's okay. Now we're going to change our procedure up here because it thinks we're Wollongong 2. We're actually Marab 7. I did this earlier today and it was a Marab 7, so it might just be to clear the airspace for arrivals maybe, so we're out over the ocean, not too sure. Oh, Marab 7 Wollongong transition, that's an important one. 3-4 right, load that in. Cleared up to 5,000 feet. Right, 5,000 both sides. We'll just get that, check the VNAV. So we're going to be on a maximum rate climb, 250 below 10,000's in there, so it's not going to exceed that. And yeah, that looks good. Now we'll go to our performance takeoff data. Sydney 3-4 right, weather right 2H711. That's pretty much what the ATIS said. 20 degrees outside. Alright, accept those speeds. So V1 99, V rotate 105, V2 122, and 185 for the final takeoff speed. So you can see we've got 7,900 feet available. We only require 2,700. We've got a 7 knot headwind and a left wind crosswind at 8 knots. So that's pretty good. This afternoon it was about a 20 knot crosswind when I departed. So right, it's looking good. Weight and fuel's all synced up. We did that before. Right. Right, so we'll just so we've got the, I'm just going through the checklist now. So we've done the enter flight plan procedure, we've done the VNAV, we've done the weight and fuel, we've done the sync fuel, takeoff data's done, speed bugs are set. Transponder code, that is an important one that I nearly forgot. So 7236. This is what ATC will use to identify us on the network. We'll leave that. Actually, I'm just going to turn that on. I know we shouldn't turn it on until we start our taxi at least, but just one less thing that I'll forget. Alright, so I'm going to cross that out. Alright, so what we'll do now, we'll check our EIS and CAS elevation. So 1,868 feet, that is definitely Canberra. And then we'll check our, where is it? Aircraft systems, synoptics, pre-flight. Actually, we'll do flight controls first. So, actually, I just had a thought. We'll do flight controls after because the hydraulics are not working, so not everything will work. So we will go to the pre-flight as it says on the checklist here. So everything's in the green. We've got stuff pending. That's our hydraulic information. That'll be pending until the engines come on. Park brake, check that on and off. Stabilizer trim, adjust that so it's in the green. I haven't actually got the chart at the moment, so I could adjust that properly using our center of gravity, but flaps. Right, flaps, so we'll set one. We'll do a flight control check on that shortly. Okay, trims are set. Altimeter set local 109 both sides. Right, so passenger signs, so we'd probably turn them on now, I guess. Beacon will come on automatically. And now we can request our startup. So, yeah, so 10:49, so we're running about 5 minutes late for push. That's okay, so we'll get on to Sydney ground. 126,500. Sydney ground, Romeo Fox 643, request startup on domestic 5 ramp 112.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, startup approved.
Startup approved, thanks Romeo Fox 643. Right, so we'll get our startup clearance. Oh. Okay, that is loud outside, but we're clear left, clear right, so we'll start the right engine into run. We've got to look for 32 psi in the box. Got 32 psi or above, so we'll click ignition, the starter. Now watch the N2 rotation. Once the N2 rotation is at about 44, we should have fuel flow. That's what I've noticed anyway. Not sure if that's actually like correct. That's just what seems to happen. Got oil pressure rising, oil temperatures rising. Flaps are set to 1.
225 requesting taxi to domestic 1 gate 17.
Qantas 225 Sydney ground, I'm sorry, repeat your
Right,
stand
lights
number?
are off, that's a good engine start, and now we've got 32 psi on the other one. Start that.
Qantas 225, taxi Bravo to the bay.
Taxi Bravo to the bay, Qantas 225.
Right, so we've got N2 rotation, fuel's in, oil pressure's coming up. We've got good oil pressure. That's looking very good. That's 2 successful engine starts, and gen off. Now the engine's started, we can turn the left and right generator to the on position, so the engines will take over the power, so we'll see that over here. So we got the APUs connected, but also both gens are connected, so we'll leave the APU running until we do our climb checklist, just as a bit of a redundancy. Right, so after engine start, before taxi, so APU, we just spoke about that. Flight control, so now we've got the hydraulic pressure, we can do a flight control check, so we go full left, and neutral, and full right, and neutral. Oh, sorry, I'll zoom you guys in a bit. Go full up, full down, and left, and right, and neutral. Lap check.
Qantas 225, disconnecting, good night.
Qantas 225, good night.
Right,
Jetstar 501, contact the tower now 120.5.
and spoiler check.
120.5, thanks.
Right, spoilers are up.
Jetstar 501.
Yeah, can't really see out the window here too much, but
Listening ground on the phone, 879, stop 59, drop green. Thank you for your ATC.
Spoilers up.
Good day.
On up on 879. See ya.
Spoilers back. Alright, that's a good flight control check. Altimeter's set, flight instruments are checked, engine instruments are checked. What we will do before we go too far, we'll just do our we'll just check this summary page. So everything's in the green, cabin's in the blue, green, beacon's on. It comes on automatically on this aircraft if you set it right, so it's good. Right, so what we'll do now, I normally have this set on full, but what we're going to do is we're going to have the traffic. Actually, no, sorry, I'll set this on full. And we're going to have the traffic up just here so we can see. So look at that, 20 minutes since I started the aircraft up and stuff, so there you go. It does take a while. Traffic map. That's just there, but I'm going to PFD. Oh no, sorry, hang on. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. So I just want that traffic map up there so I can maintain visual separation if ATC goes offline. Let's get the PFD max setting. So traffic. We'll just go. Oh, sorry, that's our.
Ground is 1123 here, requesting taxi to domestic.
Absolute traffic display.
And set 1123 sneak ground, taxi Bravo Golf to Bay.
So one thing I noticed
Bravo
on this
Golf to the Bay is at 1123.
is when you go mode Charlie
And I'll enter,
takeoff,
correction, enter 1123, apologies, you can cross 25 as well.
it, like, the transponder's on right now, like automatic or on.
Golf to the Bay.
Oh no, sorry, automatic. Okay, no, it's alright, we'll try that. Just forget I said anything. Seems to be working. Zoom in a little bit. Good if we had a map overlay. I don't think we can. Inset map? No, that's the little map. That's okay. Oh, sorry. I just had to shut the door. Okay, where were we? So we checked the traffic map, we got this set up. And I could get Navigraph charts up on the aircraft, but it's a bit of a pain, so I'm just going to get it up on Navigraph here. So we'll just go open the... Actually, we've got to change the chart to the Motherboard 7. So there's a Motherboard 7 there. 3-4 right, not used. That's interesting because that's the I've got, so that's a bit awkward. But anyway, we'll just go open chart overlay and you can see, get rid of this weather. So pretty much we're going to track 335. So we're going to take off on the runway at 500 feet. We're going to turn right, max 180 knots in the turn. So we'll make sure we limit our FMS to that'll be a V2 speed, probably. Be close to it. It's alright, we'll go 180. Minimum bank angle of 25. Intercept and track the 075 radial. Oh. Jeez, it's like I was trying to fly it. Oh, and track direct to Murrab. After Murrab, follow transition instructions. So after Murrab, once you're above 10,000, you can track direct to Wollongong. So we'll be tracking direct to Wollongong pretty much straight after Murrab because, well, we'll track 144 and then we'll track direct to Wollongong because we'll already be at that altitude. So here we go. Traffic seems to be working. You can see it coming into land. Probably see him out the window if we have a close look. Okay. We cannot, so that was a fail. Anyway. I assume I don't know if you guys can hear that weird sound, but it's, I don't know if is that Flightsim? Yes, it is. Okay. So I'm just gonna take you off that. I'm just trying to get the sound, the environment. Ah, sorry. There we go. That's better. Alright, so we've done that with the clearance. Ice protection's not needed. Altitude selector, we've set it to, well, we'll use flight level change. Speed selector, heading selected, runway heading, toga button, and ATC clearance for taxi. Right, so we're going to go flight director on, flight level change, and navigation, just so we're kind of ready to go. We'll select runway heading, which will be 335, so that's runway heading. Call for our taxi clearance, so Sydney Ground Romeo Fox 643, request taxi, please.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, runway 34 right, taxi Golf, Charlie, cross 25, Bravo 10, hold short Sierra.
Alright, thanks for that. Taxi Golf, Charlie, cross runway 25, Bravo 10 to the Sierra holding point, Romeo Fox 643. Alright, that was our quick, nasty taxi clearance. Taxi lights coming on. Yeah, that dome. The sound's doing that again. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can even hear it. Might just be me, but it's like chopping. It's like start, stop, with the engine sounds. It's really weird. I have noticed vPilot does that sometimes. That's okay. Once I get up in cruise, I'll turn the sound down. Anti-collision lights coming on. We can turn our wing light off. Taxi lights on. Dome lights coming down. Leave it on a little bit. Alright, park brake off. And that's taxi. So release parking brakes, and we'll check the brakes once we taxi out here. So yeah, just forget those, pretend those guys weren't there. We'll do a brakes test. Alright, we got really good brakes. That's brilliant. Alright, we'll start the taxi on the Golf. I'm just gonna pull up here. That sound is driving me insane. Just gonna see, because I adjusted something before and then it stopped. So if we just go like, see what that does. Yep. Okay, see what happens. Park off. Oh,
No takeoff. No takeoff. No takeoff. No takeoff.
Yep. I'm just going to turn the sound off just for a second. We'll turn it back on shortly. It's going to be a bit frustrating because I can't hear my plane. Alright. So, yeah, so we just got our before takeoff checklist to complete there, so I haven't had a look, so I'm on Vatsim radar there now. I mean, I can show you guys quickly so you can have a look for yourself. So zoom in so you'll be able to see we're just in the green there, so you can see us taxiing down Golf, and there's a couple of 3 other aircraft around, but not too many. Yeah, I've noticed that sound, so it gets really choppy, but I've noticed if I've turn vPilot off and then I turn it on again, it sometimes fixes it. but then I have to disconnect from vPilot, so I don't really want to do that, but see. It's going to kind of look over a little bit to the left. Alright, so I can see our Charlie sign just there on the left, so that's going to be us. So Golf Charlie, we're cleared across 2-5. Get the turn in there. Oh, sorry, a little bit zoomed in.
Ground plus 103, request for
Oh, jeez.
Qantas 103, push and start approved.
plus 103.
So we're clear left, clear right. This runway is closed. I see there's an aircraft coming in at the final there. Jetstar 447. Jetstar 47. He's still a fair ways out. Beautiful. I love this view of Sydney with the stars and the bay over there. It's always awesome. I sometimes would used to depart from a 737 over there in those two bays there. I was going to say the bay number, but I totally forgot. Alright, not the most realistic taxi in the world, so we'll get back in the cockpit so we can actually see where we're going. Oh, there we go. Gonna have the mouse cursor on the right window to open it up. Right. I'm sure that's a weather radar here on the left. Not sure. It just looks like one. It would be the airport weather radar. Yeah. Yeah, we're probably taxing way too quick, but sometimes they, they're happy to get rid of you, so. Definitely 3-4 right, so definitely heading in the right direction. Got another aircraft high up in the air over the ocean there, just trying to see what he is, or she. Looks like there's a Jetstar 501 coming in and a Velocity 318.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, contact tower 120.5 here.
Alright, over to tower 120.5 here. Alright, we'll contact tower there now, just pull up. Tower, g'day, Romeo Fox 643, we're just on Bravo 10. Probably should have
Romeo Foxtrot 643, continue taxi on Tango to the Tango 600 point runway 34 right.
Roger, down Tango 6 there. Thank you, Romeo Fox 643. Alright, so this is our Sierra holding point. So we're going to cut across. I've actually done this in real life, but we took off from, I think it must have been 1-6 left, so we actually went, yeah, just over there and took off, so that was pretty cool. I had the window seat too, which was awesome. That was on the way up to Brisbane, so we got a nice ocean view and cut through the clouds, so it was really cool. Looks like we got a... Okay, I thought someone was coming in to land, but it doesn't look that way. Oh, sorry, I'm just checking. Is this the... This is Foxtrot, hey? Ah, Tango. Just gonna double check that. Yeah, this is Tango, sorry. There's a little, like, mini one in the front there, but that's okay. Cool, alright. We'll get the sound back on before we go too far. It's really frustrating not having sound.
As at 747, request taxi to the bay.
Jetstar 47, welcome to Sydney, contact ground on 126.5.
Alright.
106.5, Jetstar 47, see ya.
And the sound's going to be doing that again. This is probably the third time I've tried to record this video. The first 2 times, I think I accidentally paused it once, accidentally hit a key that was a hotkey for pause and I didn't realise. So that wrecked a whole one from last night. And then a couple of other times, I think one time my internet dropped out, and then I can't remember what happened the other time, but yeah, so I'm hoping this video is going to go quick and fast and nothing will happen. That's partially why I chose Canberra, because it's a very quick flight, and at least if I can get one more video up, I'll be happy. So it really looks like this guy's either got really bright lights or he's coming in. He does look like he's on the approach, so he's just out over the island. He's probably still like 10 kilometers out. Very bright lights. We'll probably be holding short for his arrival there, and then we'll probably get clearance to take off. So hopefully we can park up before he arrives, and we'll get a nice view of his arrival into Sydney, runway 34 right. I'll have to work on my taxi skills, I think.
Sydney Tower, Vietnam Airlines 688, iOS, runway 34 right, final approach call established.
Ah, nice, so that's him just there.
Last can take call sign only.
34 right, Vietnam Airlines 688.
There we go.
HVN 688, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Right, so this is our threshold just here.
Runway 34 right, clear to land, Vietnam Airlines 688, thank you.
Which means we'll get a great view of his arrival. So we'll just pull up right about there, just short of the threshold. Right, parking back on. Now while he's coming in. Okay, there's we got a velocity 318 overhead. See if we can see him out the window. Oh, he's flying overhead us now. He's at about 6,000 feet. Huh. Thought we might see him. Oh, there he is, just there. There he is. Not sure, he must be getting vectored in. We're just going to do a quick before takeoff before this guy comes in on his final. So, comms and autopilot, verify. Autopilot setup, got flight directors on, flight level change, nav, speeds on manual 180 knots. Oh, 80 knots. No. 180 knots. I don't know why it did that, or did I do that? The traffic's about here now, so we'll watch him when he comes in. Oh, there we go. Alright, what's he in? It's like a 737. Oh, look at that. Beautiful approach. Hello. Airbus? Oh yeah, it's an Airbus. Oh, what a beautiful landing. Sydney in the background. Well done, well done. We'll probably get our line up and wait. Looks like there's another aircraft taxiing down to Bravo 10 just over here. So we'll get our before takeoff. So flaps are set. One indicating one. Speed brakes, they're attracted. Trims set for takeoff in the green. Speed selector, verify FMS. It's manual, but we're set to 180, which is the SID. Okay, we'll set autopilot on our departure. V speeds are set. Anything below.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, are you ready for departure?
A firm Romeo Fox 643. PFD.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, line up and right, runway 34 right.
Alright, lining up and wait, 34 right, Romeo Fox 643. Alright, we'll get up there. Probably wants to get rid of us. Alright, so clear right. Just.
Cathay 139 Alpha, runway 34 left, clear to land.
I think he's actually still a fair way out, but it just looks like he's close. Alright, we're going to get probably immediate departure here, so that's our before takeoff checklist complete. We'll go takeoff, we'll line up and brake, we'll put our landing lights on. Taxi light can stay on for the second. Put our, yeah, that's already off. Auto throttle, slowly advanced throttles, takeoff, release brakes, rotate, so that's just all the takeoff stuff. Nav, VNav, flaps are selected, retract flaps above 180. So once we reach our 180, we'll retract them. And we'll flip over and get ready for our climb checklist. So we'll just wait for our takeoff clearance here. Max bank angle of 25 degrees, so we'll, that should be set in. So we've got CPA 139A 139A coming in, so I'm not sure what airline that is. He's in a Boeing 777, and he's coming into
HBN 688, have you vacated the runway?
Not yet.
Runway vacated with MLI 68.
Oh wait, he must have taxied all the way to the end.
638, taxi via
Just make it up to you.
Lima, hold shot Bravo.
Alright, so we're just going to make sure our traffic's all clear here.
Lima,
So
hold shot Bravo with MLI 68.
we'll start our reset. So 40 minutes, we're going to reset that. Start the minute we get our takeoff clearance.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, clear for takeoff, 34 right, Romeo Fox 643, thanks. And I can't see an approach controller online, so I'm just going to put the 122800 in, just in case. Alright, let's go. So 40%. Right, we'll verify. Right, stable. Takeoff thrust, auto throttle is set. And we'll fly the aeroplane. Alright, so 70 knots, cross checks, airspeed's alive, 2 good engines, coming up on V1, and rotate. I'll set that trim a little bit more. Alright, positive rate, gears coming up. Right, follow that flight director there now. Coming up on 180 knots. Alright, oh yep, auto throttle hold fail, that's okay. So we're just going to click autopilot on, and auto throttle will take us back down. Okay, auto throttle is...
Romeo Foxtrot 643, contact departures, g'day.
Alright, over to our departures. What frequency is that on Unicom?
I believe it's 129.8, Romeo Foxtrot 643.
Roger, 129.8. I can't see departures on Vatsim radar, but we'll just put it in. 129. I think he might be in Unicom. Departures Romeo Fox 643 radio check. I just want to see if it actually is. It's Vatsim radar.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, you're still on tower.
Romeo Fox 643 radio check.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, readability 5. How do you read me?
Yeah, readability, yeah, 4 out of 5. Alright, we're going to go auto throttle.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, identified, verify level.
We're at holding at 5,000 feet, direct to our next waypoint. Oh no, I couldn't zoom out.
Velocity 318, turn left heading 010, intercept the localizer 34 left, cleared, ILS approach, report established.
Maribor.
Turn left heading 010 degrees, intercept the localizer, runway 34 left, cleared, ILS approach,
Why did it do that? Why did it not stay on speed?
Romeo Foxtrot 643, climb via SID, flight level 280.
Alright, climb by the SID to flight level 280, thanks for that, Romeo Fox 643. Okay, our speed's coming back down up to our, cleared up to our cruise altitude, so... I must need to reset my Vatsim radar.
2 together there, just both of you stand by please. Bravo 3077, descend 3000, continue present heading.
That's so weird, the, it's
3000, continue present heading, Bravo 3077.
flight level change.
And then the aircraft calling at top of descent, go ahead.
Standing corner 670, maintaining flight level 370, request start.
Alright, auto throttle. Okay,
On a
now
670
it should
Melbourne
take
Centre,
off.
g'day, RB7 Alpha Rover, runway 34, when ready, descend level 250.
RB7 Alpha, runway 34, when ready, flight level
Oh, that was a bit of a rough departure, but do a climb checklist. So flaps are up, landing gears up,
Alpha
APU.
Mike Foxtrot, thanks Portland, Sarwatch Terminator, good night.
I'll just check our left gens are on, so we can turn our APU gen off, and APU gen's coming off.
Qatari 29 kilo,
Alright, so ice
star
protection not
6,000.
required. Pressurization is normal.
Star 2 6000.
And we're nearly past 10,000 feet. We'll do our landing lights and pressurization once we've passed 11. So tail flood I can stay on. Right, coming up on 10, so we'll get ready to do our landing lights. We're coming up on Murrab there now, so it's we're gonna track direct to. I think it's already. So we should be able to track direct to Wollongong now, I think. Yeah, it's tracking direct to Wollongong. That's excellent. Alright, so past 10,000, land lights off.
Jetstar 533, December, star 9000, QNH 1004.
Sit still.
QNH 1004, 79000, Jetstar 533.
Alright, now we're just going to monitor.
Velocity 318 established, ILS runway 34 left.
Velocity 318, thanks, contact tower 1205.
Contact tower 120.5, thank you, good night, Velocity 318.
Bravo 3077, turn left, heading 070.
So it's a
Turn
nice,
left,
beautiful,
070
clear night
degrees,
out here.
Bravo 3077.
Right, so we'll just make sure that's tracking. Let's make sure that's tracking direct. We'll just go direct from where we are. Zoom out a little bit. Now, we do have mild turbulence coming up at Wollongong supposedly, but we'll just wait and see. Okay, we're above our flight level 20, so I'm going to change our VNAV speed, climb speed to
heavy,
high
passing
speed.
1,500 on climb 5,000.
So that'll push our speed up to 300 knots, another 30 knots.
Qantas 103, heavy departures, could identify climb via SID level 280.
5 flight level 280, Qantas 103.
Alright, so we'll have a quick look while we're just climbing for the moment. Our next checklist to do is our cruise once we're up there, so that's fine. So while we're waiting for that, we'll head over to...
Bravo 3077, turn left, heading 010, intercept the localizer, runway 34 left.
So this is us. Got one at
Turn left, heading
2,000 feet.
010 to intercept
He's
the
landing
localizer, number
6,000,
34 left,
and we're following Jetstar 501. So we've got no one in front of us. No, not anticipating any traffic collisions or anything like that. So looks like we've got a departure coming out of Melbourne, so I'll have to watch out for him. Yeah, we should have a pretty smooth flight. Should be good. We should get the handoff shortly to Melbourne. Actually, no, we won't, because Melbourne Centre's only controlling down here by the looks.
Qantas 103, cancel seat, turn right, heading 010.
That's okay.
Right, heading 10, correction 010,
once
Qantas
we get out of
103.
Wollongong.
Bravo 3077, cleared ILS, runway 34 left, report established.
KIS 34 left, report established, Bravo 3077, now that we have the localizer established.
Bravo 3077.
And Senna, g'day, Qantas 652, we're back on voice.
Qantas 652, Senna, g'day.
Alright, so we're nearly ready to do our cruise checklist. Alright, so verify, alright, so we're just going to watch this and make sure it levels off correctly in altitude hold mode. Has already come in, speed checks and wind, 130 knots.
Foxtrot 643, confirm maintaining 280.
Yeah, we'll go to 280 now, Romeo Fox 643. Yes, that was my fault.
Qantas 103, resume navigation, clear direct Nobar, climb flight level 350.
Direct Nobar, flight level 350.
Jetstar 727, good night.
Something like that.
Jetstar 727, Melbourne Centre, squawk 3615.
Oh, we'll just go manual, we'll go 280. I did, because I'm still on the departure, I shouldn't have sped up.
Jetstar 727.
Jetstar 727, squawk 3615.
So we'll go just over here. What's the departure? So Motherboard chart overlay, and I'm sure we'll see on here 250 below 10,000. We're over 10, so it has.
Jetstar 727, do you copy?
Trying to see where it says 280 knots. Okay.
Jetstar 727, Centre.
I mean, I'm past
Jetstar
727. So
yeah.
Jetstar 727, squawk 3615.
Initial climb. Okay, max 180 knots. So I missed that, so that's my bad. 180? No, it's 180. Okay, I don't know where 280 came from. I'm probably just having a blonde moment. Or he didn't tell me.
Probably 3077, they have the fully established 34 left.
Bravo 3077, contact tower 120.5.
Yeah, it might be.
Tower 0.5, Bravo 3077.
Might be something to do with this. Anyway, we're maintaining 280 there for him now, so should be happy. So pretty much in our cruise checklist, we'll just get all that landing stuff ready.
Jetstar 727, squawk 3615.
VNAV data, ILS, landing elevation, autopilot altitude. So we can start to select that now. But we have to get our. I don't think anybody's online, so we'll have to get our.
Romeo Foxtrot 643. Looks like you're at 290 there. Are you descending back to 280?
Yes, we are descending back to 280 now. Sorry, I had a mind glitch.
No worries.
Okay, so yes, I did.
Jetstar 727. Oh, sorry, I had a bit of a radio failure there. I couldn't hear you. No, I can.
There you go. That's a good example of what not to
727.
do.
How do you read now?
Right, we'll go vertical
Yeah,
speed.
loud and clear.
We'll go negative.
Jetstar 727, squawk 3615.
28,000 feet to flight cruise altitude.
Squawk 3615.
That's. I was so confused about
Jetstar 533, descend by star 5000.
Okay, makes all the sense.
Descend by star 5000, Jetstar 533.
Oh, we're just gonna go down a bit quicker just so we can.
Then Jetstar 778 is at 5000.
Jetstar 778, Melbourne Centre identified, climb to flight level 300.
Climb flight level 300, Jetstar 778.
Alright, there we go. We're coming in on
670, descend by star 9000, QNH 1004.
Descend by star 9000, QNH 1004, corner 670.
Qatari 290 kilo, descend by star 3000.
Well, he's busy.
Descend via star to flight level 3000.
So we're on 1298, so I can't see that on BPOT, so he must be.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, star clearance available.
Yes, we are ready to receive Romeo Fox 643.
Romeo Fox 643 cleared lease 1 Alpha arrival runway 35. When ready, descend level 130.
Alright, lease 1 Alpha arrival, runway 35. When ready, descend at flight level. I'm just going to confirm that 130.
Romeo Foxtrot 643 confirmed.
Roger. Okay, 130. So what that means is, because we're in cruise right now, once it auto holds, we can put our altitude down to 130. Okay, make sure I get that right. And then what we can do is select VNAV near our top of descent, and then that way I can select it now. once we're at our top descent, it'll automatically descend through to our cleared flight level of 130. So that's good. So we've got that half set up, so we don't have to really worry about missing our top of descent, which is good.
Qantas 103, there's no further ATC available. Switch to Unicom now, 122 days flight.
Okay, from 122, oh, he's heading north. So this, okay, so this guy must be looking after the south quadrant. Well, that's awesome. Helps us out. Alright, so just looking at our cruise winds, we've got 261 degrees, 123 knots.
Jet 501, are you still climbing to Flight or 300
so
as your request?
Jet 501, I'm trying to get there, but I'm having some troubles requesting lower. Can I get 260?
Pilot default, I'm not sure. It's because our auto throttle came off?
I remember saying Jet 501, you were broken there.
It's on manual speed.
Jet 501, descend level 260.
Oh, there you go. So there's some errors tonight, so make sure that your speed is definitely selected properly. Make sure your altitude is selected properly. And you won't have any issues with air traffic control. There you go. I'll make all the mistakes for you guys. Right, so we'll just watch our speed come right up. That'll make our top of descent come a lot quicker. Alright, while that's happening, we're going to go on to Navigraph charts, and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to open up our new arrival, Lease 1 Alpha, runway 35, open chart overlay. So we're cleared down to 13,000, so that's going to get us, it's not going to get us too far, it'll get us past Lease and on the way to our Acklam. But right now, I think Acklam's at or above 9. And then between 7 and 9 for this next one, so...
Jet 577, have you gave me my star clearance yet? Because I couldn't hear anything we said before the Scott code.
Oh, yeah, we'll set this
727, no, I haven't given it to you. I'll do that a little bit later.
There's a clearance.
Yeah, right, sounds good, Jet 577.
Right. That's looking good, so we're going to follow this all the way and make sure we meet these altitude restrictions on there. And we're going to look for traffic as well.
Velocity 823, climbing to 5,000.
So it does look like in front of us.
Velocity 823, departures identified. Climb via SID flight level 350.
So he's on the way to Melbourne.
Climb via SID to flight level 350 for velocity 823.
Addons, I get a velocity 562, flight level 390.
So this guy
velocity
is flying.
562, Centre, g'day, Squawk 7221.
Oh, he's departing out of London and he's flying to Manchester. Interesting. Okay. And he's arrived. Wow. That's an interesting flight. Okay. Alright, well, let's hope he's out of our way once we get there. You can see that turbulence just past Wollongong. We can see we're encountering
Velocity 562, radio check.
Velocity 562, readability 5, how many?
Just turn that down a little bit. There we go. Just a little.
Jetstar 533, descend by star 2500, cleared RMP, runway 34.
Descend by star 2500 from Active, cleared RMP, runway 34, Jetstar 533.
Alright, coming up on our top descent, so we'll get ready for a descent checklist. So, activate VNAV prior top descent, so that's done. And auto hold will automatically come off.
How do you read?
Pre-select glide, so capture altitude. So we'll get our ILS chart up just here. Because we can see our altitude constraints on this, on our flight computer anyway, so we'll ILS.
Velocity 562, Centre.
We'll just go... oh. There we go.
So just got man, audio issue, Andrew.
Okay, thank you.
ILSY.
Usually it's me with the audio issues, so...
Right. So we got the lease one.
Radio 5x5 now, velocity 562.
Chart overlay.
Velocity 562, thanks, you're identified. And for sequencing, reduce speed by Mach decimal 03.
Reducing speed now, velocity 562.
So our intercept altitude's 5,400, all a bit of turbulence there now. 348 degrees, and then capture the localizer, capture the glide slope down into the runway. We have a ILS localizer 109.5
contact me 129.8
and 348 degrees on the course. And then up here we have
Qatari 29 a kilo, turn left heading 010,
airport
intercept
elevation
localizer runway
87, and we can check that on our
turn left
aircraft.
heading 010, intercept localizer 34 left.
Transition altitude is
oh, turning good age at 713, ready to go, runway 34.
So we'll have that up ready to go once we're on our descent there. So it's good.
Jetstar 713, clear for takeoff, report airborne.
Alright, we're on our descent now.
Clear for takeoff, 34, okay, Jetstar 713.
All the other positions are closing and just leaving me to pick up the pieces.
That's generally how it is.
Yep, indeed. Qatari 29 kilo, cleared ILS 34 left, report established.
Bit of banter's always
cleared
good.
ILS 34 left and all report when established localizer, contact 29 kilo.
Right. Oh, okay, we've got a bit of turbulence here now.
652, follow 390 there.
Qantas 652, centre, cleared direct to Rivet. Rivet 3 Alpha, arrival runway 34 left, flight level 390.
Not sure why we're doing...
Direct Rivet, cleared the Rivet 3, 3 left, flight level 390, Qantas 652.
And this is why you have to monitor, because
652, maximum speed all the way, cancel all speed restrictions.
So, what happened just there was the last flight, I forced it to go 250 knots because I was a bit too high, and I actually changed the descent schedule, so I just had to edit that because we were just doing 250 knots, which is super slow.
Velocity 823, confirm I gave you flight level 350.
Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do our descent, so
350, velocity 823.
again, so we've got a glide slope capture altitude, that's 5400. Once we get clearance down that low. Speed brakes if necessary to stay on V path. We're on the V path there now. Arrows dead center.
Sorry, that should be Romeo Foxtrot 643. Romeo Foxtrot 643, descend by star 9000, QNH 1009.
Alright, I got that. Descend by the star 90,000 and the QNH here. Thanks, Romeo Fox 643. Alright, so 90,000, we'll chuck that straight in before we forget.
Melbourne Centre, good evening.
And QNH 10, we can check it ourselves, just a one less transmission, 1010. So we'll get that
just a call sign again, thanks for the Velocity aircraft.
Velocity 267.
Right, so 1010
Velocity 267, hold short, there's one to land.
Alright.
Hold short,
so we'll continue on that, so top descent, we've already got our top descent. Landing lights, so the next thing we're looking for is 11,000 feet.
We are now
transitions.
34 left.
And just to make sure we stay on the glide slope, so do a bit of a monitor there.
Contact tower.
Alright, so over here, so we've got 14 minutes until we land. Estimated.
Jetstar 533, runway 34, cleared to land.
Hour and 40 minutes of fuel on board. And 10 minutes to our 1 minute set.
Verify level again.
3,000, 4,500.
Jetstar 713, climb via SID, flight level 240.
Via the SID, flight level 240, Jetstar 713.
Jetstar 501 request.
Jetstar 501.
Jetstar 501, I'd like to try higher again, requesting 360.
Oh wow. This guy must be having a little bit of trouble with winds.
Flight level 360.
There you go.
360, Jetstar 501.
501, where is 501? Let's have a look. 50, oh, he's just in front of us. 314, yeah, so he's going pretty slow. But I'm also only doing 308 because the winds, like you can't. I think the winds are worse when you go higher.
Qantas 652, when ready, descend level 250.
Ready for level 250, Qantas 652.
Alright, this guy, has he moved or is he just parked there? Oh, hey, that's my bay.
Station about Melbourne information, Yankee.
Alright, well,
now current.
looks like I'm going to have to choose a new bay when I get there. Alright, that's okay. We'll get back to the flight. Right, so the cool thing about the longitude is when we select our approach, so we'll have that ready over here. Procedure, we'll go approach. YSSY 35 minimums, actually. Sorry, sidetrack for a second. C11A for the minimums. Yeah. Well.
Romeo Foxtrot 643, descend by a star 5,400 cleared ILS runway 35.
Alright, descend by the star down to 5,400 cleared ILS runway 35, Romeo Fox 643. Awesome, so we just got a full approach clearance there now, so we can get that right in, so we don't have to worry,
267 line up runway 34.
Cleared for the ILS approach, and we'll report when established.
Just so 533 awesome. Ground vacated on 1217.
1217, just
I've often had it before, you'll be ascending.
Qantas 670, descend by star 6000.
I'm just going to turn that, turn that down a little bit. It's okay, we'll leave it up. I've had it before where you'll be descending and they won't clear you for your next one, like, because obviously they're really busy, so they forget about you, but then you have to contact them and ask for, and then they only give you a couple of 1,000 feet clearance, and then you have to do it again. So it's really fun when they're on the ball and they haven't got a lot of workload on.
Velocity 562, star clearance available.
Get your clearance in.
Go ahead for 562.
Alright, so we're just going to check
562, Rivet 3, arrival, runway 34 left, flight level 390.
Rivet 3, 34 left, flight level 390, velocity 562.
Right, so we're going to get our V-speeds.
Report mark number.
Mark decimal 71, velocity 562.
Velocity 562.
Alright, so I'll put our V-refs in there. So they're all on the bottom here now, that's what we're aiming for.
Clear for takeoff, report airborne.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Velocity 267.
I was going to say I'm not sure why we're doing 240 knots, but what we'll do, we'll jump on the chart here, we'll have a look. Okay, 250 below 10.
280 further side.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we're doing 250. I don't know why it's... I'm not sure why we're at 250. Descent. 300 knots, Mach 8. Oh, here's another mistake. Look at this, 250.
Velocity 562, forward sequencing, transition into 250 knots on descent.
And now we're back to 300 knots.
250 knots on descent, velocity 562.
He's probably wondering what's taking us so long to get to, because we're going to be a little bit longer than scheduled. So, like, we've been going now for 26 minutes. I think it's supposed to be a 30-minute leg, and we've still got 10 minutes, so we're a little bit late. We have gone 50 knots lower than we were expected. And I think our estimated speed, if we just, oh, sorry, I left you guys on the page. Hang on, there we go. Our estimated speed, I think, if we look at this, was, where are we? Can't find it. Might be on the, I think it's on the Lido. Oh, okay. Oh, we're going to do this a quick way. There we go. I think it has your flight level speed.
Velocity 562, when ready, descend level 250.
When ready down at 250, velocity 562.
Find that. Anyway, I think we're going slower than we were planning, so that's why it's also taking us a little bit longer, but that's okay.
435, climb, level 360.
Oh well, there's a few clouds. There's a few clouds in here, and we are... Oh, we're 16 degrees outside, so that's okay. So we don't need anti-ice. It's fine. Alright, there's no traffic on the advisory.
Star 501, contact me 12375, expect star.
12375, Jetstar 501.
Right. Right, so we're coming up on, we've got 4 minutes till we're at Gibble, so 4 minutes till we intercept the ILS there, so we're descending nicely on our VNAV, so ILS, so we've got speed 160.
Lizzie 9 Alpha arrival runway 34, flightable 360.
So once we're at, if we look on the,
Lizzie 9 Alpha,
so at Gibble we've got a 205 knot restriction. I'm just going to make sure that's in our flight plan, so Gibble. It's in your 205 knots. This is awesome. It's all done for us. Box low, so we're not going to worry about that. It's already in there. And then we're going to it'll slow
Hello,
down.
number Seto, Hotel Charlie.
Menzie, it's going to be
passing Planaway 4,500 feet.
Yeah, it's going to be slowing right down on
Lima Charlie
Menzie. So
273 identified. Climb via SID flight level 200.
we'll just go 180. 180 at Menzie.
Climb Planaway 200,273.
Alright, so transitions we just passed, so altimeter's set to 1010. Just to get our altimeters right. So you can see we're, just because we did that, we're a little bit off the V path now.
123.75 expect star,
We're just going to make sure that that comes back down and lines up. Yep, which it is, that's perfect. Alright, so we're nearly past 10,000, so I'll turn the LEN lights on. Alright, passenger seatbelts didn't come off because it's extremely turbulent out there. And we can see lovely Canberra coming up on our right. So. Oh, and we're in the clouds.
27, confirm maintaining level 360. Looks like you've just climbed a bit high there.
Oh yeah, I'll go back down. Sorry about that. 77?
Jet 727, you've planned via a turbo inbound route to Melbourne. I have an amended tracking for you.
Go ahead.
Jet 727, cleared direct Lizzie. That's the Lizzie 9 Alpha arrival, runway 34, flightable 360.
Clear to Lizzie 9 Alpha arrival.
Doesn't look like we're going to need traffic on our
Can you say
arrival.
descend to 340?
So that's pretty good. Oh, okay, everyone's gone quiet.
It was runway 340 and flightable 360.
Right, so ILS approach, speed, flaps 2, flaps 1. We've got that set in, that's going to be fine. So flaps 1, 250 knots. Activate approach mode, we're going to be ready for that once we turn around. And verify localizer, glide slope capture. Localizer, glide slope, flaps full, 140 knots. And we'll...
Go ahead.
Wow.
Requesting lower again, so we get 240, just 501.
This guy, he might be practicing his LNAV.
Is that strong headwinds?
Yeah.
Headwind is 137 at the moment.
Not pretty.
Yeah, so Simbrief.
670, apologies. December star 2,500 cleared RMP runway 34.
Yeah, I suppose you could. Simbrief shows you the winds and navigation charts, but sometimes they can be not as expected.
You don't seem to be following the SID track.
Oh.
We were cleared the Wool 2, we were direct to Akbu, and now we're direct to Wool.
Qantas 455. Okay, yep, just wider arc than I expected. No problem, thank you.
No worries, that might just be a weird issue with the aircraft we're using.
Okay, cool, that's okay. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to come down here, we're going to load the approach. Right, we're going to go, we're just going to activate it there now. So we're going to procedure, approach, activate. So once we've activated that, make sure that our nav radios are turned on and our 109.5 from our ILS chart
Just confirming you told me to go direct to Lizzie.
is in there, and then we're going to hit the approach mode.
727 affirm direct Lizzie for the
You can see how we're even on a glide slope, but glide slope capture isn't yet, but so this white localizer, we need it to turn green, and we need a glide slope to start flashing and turn green once we intercept it. Now, the intercept will be at Katia, which is just past Menzie.
Runway 35, cleared to land.
Alright, cleared to land, runway 35, Romeo Fox 643. Alright, so land lights on, taxi lights. Flaps, we need to set the flaps to full. And we get a warning to set landing gear once flaps set to full. We're nearly established on localizer, it's automatically turning there. We've got localizer roll. And I'm just going to put landing gear down to stop that alarm. Right, I'm just going to make sure that that's turning. Take a localizer course is green. Good. Right, so I'm not sure what's going on here. It's a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go heading. Whack that off. Okay, it's done this to me before. I think we just totally missed the ILS. So we're just gonna track left. We're gonna get our speed down, manual speed. Oh no, we can stay FMS speed. We're just gonna manually kind of intercept this itself. Right, flaps are full. Okay.
Melbourne information correction. Station to Sydney information golf is current.
Okay, we still should be able to intercept our glide slope.
Station Melbourne information November is now current.
If we just track direct.
Wind 340 degrees, 15 knots.
We're nearly at our glide slope because we're pretty much direct on track to Katia. It's just on our left, so if we just go.
727 when ready to send level 210.
So 1,300 feet. We're going to do a real rough. And then we're going to hit the approach. See if it'll turn us around. Okay, I don't think it is, so we're just going to. Or it might.
778 contact Melbourne Centre 123.05.
Okay, so I think we missed the ball on that one. I'm not sure what happened there. I think we didn't have our ult.
All stations, Melbourne Centre will be closing time on the hour. In about 10 minutes, time on the hour, Melbourne Centre closing.
Roger. This here glide slope's coming in. It's it's coming in just there, so. Right, so we're just gonna come in there, so this is a bit of a rough approach.
I'm going to see you at Mats this year, Andrew.
Oh, it's Andrew.
Not sure. It'd be nice to pop in, that's for sure.
Yeah, we get to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, we're just gonna do a bit of a dodgy.
Changed.
Right, so we're just gonna do a manual approach here because we missed our approach. Did not work as we expected, so I turned everything off and we're gonna fly the aeroplane. Okay, we're gonna go keep an eye on our speed and set our trim. We've got quite a big crosswind, 48 knot crosswind, so we're gonna throttle up.
Oh, haven't we all?
Oh, well, not that 13-year-old you must be, right?
Oh wow. We are getting crosswinded like crazy. That's what's going on. Look at that.
Open mic now.
Wow. Right, so auto throttle's off. We're full throttle. Okay, we're slowly coming up. We're just going to slow back down. This is a crazy approach.
Quarter 670, runway 34, clear to land.
50 knot crosswinds. Wow, I'm just keeping our speed up. Okay, we're just going to descend. Wow, this is insane. What is happening? Yeah, we've overshot that. Cool, alright. Wow, these crosswinds.
Traffic that just asked for a radio check. I think that's you with a stuck mic.
Alright, so we're going to come in from the left here. Oh wow, that is really bad. Alright, we're going to power up. Alright, we're going to fight this crosswind. This is a direct crosswind. 34 knots, but it's probably gusting, so we're going to do our best. Keep it lined up. I think so. When I armed that approach mode, I think I'd either activated the approach too far away, or the aircraft just didn't hold the approach properly. So, and then because of that, I didn't have the heading selector ready, so I missed the to manually line it up. So I'll remember that for next time. My speed, what is going on here? My throttle is yeah, okay. I've got auto throttle turned off, but it's just not responding like I want it to. So we have got full flaps, so that's probably why.
Maximum speed all the way. Cancel all speed restrictions.
Cancel speed restrictions. That's fast 77.
Right, we're going to try and just hold a bit of throttle to hold our approach speed. We're watching our predictor on our primary flight display. We're going to try and hold that altitude up and set our trim.
Jetstar 713, leaving my coverage, switch to Unicom 122.8.
I'm trying to keep the power on so we don't, oh my god.
No problem.
So once we land, we'll probably be over to Unicom, but, oh jeez, that's coming in bad now. Oh.
Yeah, readability 5.
Alright, we've got all the red lights, so we're definitely not on the, not on the glide slope. Puppies are telling us we're doing bad, but that's okay, we're going to come in.
Looks like Cabby 313 at parking.
I would still make this a good landing.
ILPAR clearance to Sydney, please.
Oh, we're coming in alright. Here we go, coming in.
That was Cafe 313 confirmed.
Oh, we're getting gusted.
Copy, Cafe 313 just requesting the ILPAR clearance.
Alright, throttles to idle. Alright, we're gonna. Oh, jeez, that was terrible. That was terrible. And we're bounced. Oh, we haven't bounced yet. And. Alright, we're down. Bit of a rough landing. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Climb via SID 10,000. Squawk 1260.
So that was, we used the brakes there, we didn't use the thrust reversers, so that was terrible.
Runway 35 and 10,000 we'll climb to, and
flaps up.
260 for Cafe 313.
We're just going to vacate and then we'll pull up here. Check our brakes that they're not on fire. Alright, I'll put the park brake on there for a sec, we'll just do our after landing checklist, so. Alright, thrust reverser stowed. Didn't use it. Okay, flaps are up. We'll turn our taxi lights. Oh, sorry, landing lights off, taxi light on. Anti-collision lights off, and ice protection as required. It's not on. So we'll just taxi up here. Left. Oh, we can't taxi into our normal bay because. Yeah, we'll do a flyby of this guy and see what he's up to.
Taxi holding point of your choice, runway 35.
We'll go through Bravo, straight to 35 and hold short.
Bravo. Okay. Bravo. Oh, so we can follow him in. He's departing a parking space and now it's parking brake off.
Bravo 6000, velocity 562.
Well, that wasn't the best landing, and next time we'll we'll get our heading in that ready.
670, yes, there still is 121.7.
I think that that crosswind definitely didn't help, but this is welcome to Canberra Airport. Hopefully I'll fix this sound up. I don't know why it's being so choppy, but see, it's nice new terminals over there. We'll have to get the 737 in there and load some passengers on through those lovely glass windows. Alright, there's our departure there. In front of us, clearing our gate. I'm not sure how
Jetstar 501 report speed.
How he fit, but anyway.
Jetstar 501 Max 79.
What we'll do, we might just taxi,
You'll be able to Jetstar 727,
and then we'll be able to watch him take off.
Northeast. They're about a minute ahead of you at this stage, and suggest you reduce speed. Perhaps start off with a 250 knot descent, and take it from there. But I'll be closing shortly.
501, no worries. Thanks for the heads up.
Jetstar 77, sorry, we're working on our speed at the moment. We're just on a rapid descent.
A rapid descent? Oh no.
Jetstar 727, okay, yeah, keep the speed up as best you're able. You number one at this stage, traffic inbound from Sydney's Jetstar 501 and an A320. And
Alright.
they'll be about a minute or so behind you, but if you
Orbx set. APU, we should have started before. Missed that. Wait for it to start and we'll turn our engines off.
652, descend by star 3000.
I don't know if he's got his transponder on, because I cannot see him.
Qantas 435, are you still climbing to level 360?
Looks like he's on the end of the radar. End of the runway just here. So Canberra to Sydney. There we go. That's him there. So.
Cathay 313, runway 35, clear for takeoff. Report airborne.
Ready for takeoff, and we'll report airborne. Cathay 03.
APU is running 100%. Shut engines down.
Okay, Center 435, sorry about the, we stopped our climb for a hot second, we're on the back.
And APU jam's coming on. We'll just watch this guy take off.
Velocity 823, contact me 129 at 848, expect star.
Not sure, he hasn't. Oh, okay, he's just lining up there now.
Please can you repeat that, sorry?
Velocity 823, contact me 129 at 848, expect star.
129
I think what we'll do, we'll just go to this side of the. Oh no, that's worse because that fence. Here he comes. Oh, there he is. Oh, it's so dark I can't see. It's just here. Yeah, nice. Cathay 313, he's on the way to Sydney. Alright guys, well thanks for flying with me. It's my first official flight that kind of worked out. We had a few hiccups, but nothing too major. So we'll shut this thing down. So get the parking brake on, throttles at idle, ice protection off, engine run off, emergency light switches off, passenger seatbelts off, lights off. Standby power switch is off, and APU knob we can go off, and exterior interior lights are off, and battery buttons both off. Alright, that's our aircraft stowed, and hopefully in Flight Sim 2024 we can actually walk out of the aircraft, make it really real. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching guys, and stay tuned for the next video. We'll just hang around a second, we'll watch this guy depart. Maybe we'll jump on the Vatsim radar and see what he's up to. So you can see the track. So, what's he up to? He's got 6,700 feet, cruise altitude 12,000 feet. Not very high, but he's in a big aircraft, so it probably takes him longer to descend. 777. Looks like he's got the Cullen to departure, direct to Taral, direct to Sausage, and then I think as filed, or he'll get his clearance into the airport. 14 hours total time on Vatsim, or Vat radar, I think. What have I got? 58 hours total time. Yeah, so I haven't flown that much either. Just a little bit. Alright, cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll actually close it up now. See you guys in the next video.